Hi everybody, well there is Sidorovich. We're in the trader's bunker and let's take a stroll out of here to get to the rookie village at Cordon. And of course, yes, we are in Stalker. So today on May 20th, 2025, a really cool thing has happened. Done by GSC, the developers of the original Stalker games and obviously the new Stalker 2, which came out at the last bit of last year. And that is, they have just released the enhanced versions of the original Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl, Clear Sky, the sequel, and Heart, is it Call of Pripyat, the third one? They've just released them on Steam and Xbox and PlayStation and maybe GOG, I think, or Epic. And the good news is, if you already own these games, you get all the updates for absolutely free, which is absolutely fantastic. So, the Legends of the Zone trilogy, the original 3 games, came out on console last year, and it made some improvements to the original games, improved some bug fixes, did some graphical improvements as well, and put them in a console-friendly package. So they got things like gamepad support and stuff like that. There was also some mod.io mod support as well. But then we had Stalker 2 came out at the end of last year, which was kind of, the game that we've been waiting for sort of 15 years, and it's absolutely brilliant. It's my game of the year last year. You can still play the original games, and in fact, one of the things that kept Stalker alive was the fact that at some point in, I think it was 2013, the game code for the original 3 Stalker games was released. Now, it was never done officially, but the uncompiled game code became available, which meant that modders really took advantage of that, and modding for the original Stalker games absolutely exploded. So you didn't just get mods that improved the graphics or added more guns or things like that, or more monsters. You actually had whole new games were created based on the engine, and updated versions of the engine as well that you can still play. And what they've done, they've been very clever there, the devs, in the fact that the original games, original Steam games for example, they're still in your library if you own them, and in fact you can still buy the original ones, so because they will work with the hundreds and thousands of mods that have been created. But these new enhanced editions are a separate game, so it's a separate version of the game which you download and play separately. It won't be compatible with the old mods, but I understand that these new PC games on Steam will have. Oh, here we go. Will have Steam Workshop support, which is absolutely brilliant. So hopefully, what we'll see is modders will start porting some of their mods over. Because it used to be a little bit complicated to be able to do everything. I mean, if you've ever tried to install Gamma, is it Gamma? Yeah, Gamma Anomaly, then it can get a bit complicated. But I've got lots of different videos about them. But with these new enhanced editions, what they've done for PC is they've added gamepad support, which is brilliant. They've added quality of life improvements as well. Got rid of lots of the bugs, improved the graphics as well, and it's game on, and I would definitely treat these games in a similar vein to how we treat things like Fallout 3, and I guess Fallout 4, though Fallout 4 was a bit later as well. In fact, these games, these Stalker games that came out in 2008, 2009, 2010, hopefully I've got that right, are the cornerstone of so many things we see today. In terms of games like DayZ and PUBG, they were so influential, and are still there's a zombie there, and there's a monster over there, and so influential today. So I think it's about £33 to buy them, the enhanced editions on Steam at the moment. So I would say if you haven't checked them out, definitely worth getting, and they're very, very playable. The stories are great. Sure, these are old games, but the quality of life improvements made to the Legends of the Zone trilogy make them very, very playable indeed, and I absolutely adore these games as well, just as much as the new one. So I'm just wandering around slowly, so I don't want to bump into any mutants or enemies, because have I even got a pistol yet? Oh, I've got the crappy Makarov, I think it is, pistol. Where's my? Let's see if I can remember some of the controls. Where's my? Oh, there's my PDA. So, what's the story, Rory? What's happened? What is Stalker all about? So, the idea is that in an alternative future from ours, actually it's in the past now. So there was the Chernobyl nuclear explosion happened at the nuclear power plant, but also there was an explosion nearby as well, and the whole area was locked off, like it is kind of today with the exclusion zone, like you can kind of see here. But other stuff was going on, and so this whole place was locked off. But inside the exclusion zone, not only was there lots of radiation, there was also things called anomalies. You can kind of see some over there, and these anomalies are weird magnetic or gravitational or electrical fields that can damage you and kill you, but they can also create artifacts, and these artifacts can have special powers, so they might give you resistance to radiation or make you stronger, or all sorts of things, so hence they're very valuable. So a whole ecosystem started inside the zone with soldiers that were trapped inside, soldiers that had come inside, stalkers, which we've woken up and we've got to find this guy. It's in our PDA that we've got to look at. Bandits who prey on everybody, scientists as well who are trying to investigate what's going on, and then we have to make our way through following the open world. Now the open world is cut into chunks, so you have a big area, then you load into another area, then you load into another area, but they're all pretty big. And what makes Stalker special, and what made Stalker special during the day, is what is called the A life. That sky looks nice, doesn't it? Which is there's stuff going on. You know, like if you play DayZ, you know, there's like zombies wandering around and animals wandering around. Well, the same things are happening in Stalker, but you could argue in a better way, in the fact that you've got bandits wandering around, soldiers running around, mutants wandering around, stalkers, and when they bump into each other, they'll be having gunfights, and you can stumble into them, and they might just be, you know, minding their own business, shooting each other, and then you can take advantage of that, or you could avoid them. And the whole point of this is it creates this feeling of immersion and the fact that the zone is alive. And it's very good. And these games are made with amazing passion, amazing love, and it's so good to see them back again. Right, so there we go. So I just wanted to sort of just to say to everybody, if you weren't aware of the fact that these enhanced versions are now available on PC, and just playing it now, I've got the graphics set to maximum. I mean, it looks all right. You know, it kind of looks a bit like, what are those? I think those guys are waiting for me over there. We're going to assault this place over there. You know, it looks better than the original versions, and going off what I remember, it kind of looks better than the Legend of the Zone version on console, although that has now got an enhanced version as well with better graphics and a higher frame rate. So I will be doing videos about that, and I'll be doing walkthroughs on this, and when mods come out, obviously be doing that. But yeah, brilliant. Think of these games as, you know, they're single player, open world RPG shooters, story based, where you can choose to do things in the order that you want to. On a similar vein to things like Fallout, and think about these, you know, this is the precursor of, you know, games like DayZ as well. You know, you have to eat, you have to drink, you have to keep yourself healthy, all that sort of stuff, and then you upgrade your kit. So there we go, my first little wander through Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl on PC. Really, I'm going to replay these games. I think they're absolutely amazing. I love playing them. The atmosphere is so good. And yeah, they're all available now. I'll put links to them in the description below this video to the Steam pages, so you can check them out. And remember, you may well have bought these games already, and if you have, the new versions will just be in your library, ready to download and install. So well done, GSC Games. I think 2025, with the updates to Stalker 2 that are happening, and with this and the mods are coming, you know, could 2025? It's either going to be the year of Stalker, isn't it? Or there's the other game that's going to come out, isn't there, as well, that I've forgotten the name of, that extraction shooter. I'm going to say it's going to be the year of Stalker. There we go. What do you think, though? Put your questions and comments down below, and of course I'll see you again soon.